Failure is not the problem. Give me the next 5 minutes and I'll explain how changing my view of failure helped me build confidence in my prospecting. If you would like a copy of my Confidence on Demand blueprint, just comment confidence below. Thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. It really does mean the world to me. For those who don't know me, I am Sandra J. Connor, your preferred guide to prospecting solutions. Subscribe to my channel, watch each video because I teach a new strategy in each one. Implement these strategies and get empowered to start the transformation in your business. So today we are talking about failure and how to handle it. Before I get into today's lesson, I want to remind you to stay till the end because that's when I give my secret ninja reveals. So, failure. Most people get this wrong because it's how we were raised. We were raised that failure is bad. Starting all the way back in school, if you failed something, then you had to repeat the grade. It was bad. And in sports, if you didn't win the game or you made a mistake during the game, that was seen as a failure. Well, I'm here to tell you that failure is not the problem. It's how we react to failure. Let me tell you a story. When I was in high school, I played softball, and our coach, we were the best team because our coach was so hard on us. She was a great coach, but she would spend the day after the game. We played double headers, so we played 2 games at a time. So the chances of making a mistake were pretty high because you played 2 games. So she would spend the entire practice going over and yelling at us about the mistakes that we made, which in turn made us feel like failures. Again, negative. So it's no surprise that when we become entrepreneurs, we are trying our best to everything that we do, we expect to succeed because we associate such negative things with failure. But I'm going to try to change that for you today. Seeing failure as a bad thing kills your confidence and it kills all growth. Business growth and growth in your life. So what's my solution to that? Get your pen and paper because here we go. My solution is I try to see failure, or I try to fail as fast as possible. That's right. I try to fail as fast as possible. Because if I'm not failing, then I'm not living up to my true potential. Think about that. If everything that I do, I succeed, then that means that I'm staying way under what my potential truly is. I'm way down here in the comfort zone when my talent or my potential may be way up here. That's not where you want to be. You want to challenge yourself. Same way as in sports, you wanted to play a team that was better than you, or you want to hang out with players that were better than you because it made you better. So if you're not failing, then again, you're not living up to your potential. Because I see failure as a learning experience. Here's the key. I set a goal. I develop a plan to achieve that goal. I implement that plan or strategy. Then I take massive action with confidence. I visualize my success. I visualize what it's going to look like when I succeed, and I visualize how it's going to feel when I succeed. This is where most people stop. They've developed their goal, they've implemented their plan, they've taken massive action with confidence, and then it didn't work. Oh, well, I'm a failure. I'll just go back to my 9-to-5 job that I hate and just leave the entrepreneur stuff to everybody else. If it was easy, everybody would do it. Don't give up. The key is to review your data and figure out where and why you failed. What part of your strategy caused the breakdown? Once you figure that out, then you make changes, then you start all over again. You've made changes, so now you still have the same goal. You've made changes, so you have a new strategy. Then you implement it with massive action, with confidence, and then you review your data again. So it's rinse and repeat. You do the exact same thing every time, but you're not just trying the exact same strategy each time because you're going to get the same result each time. You've got to review the data. You've got to figure out why you failed, implement a new plan, and try it again and see if that worked. So this way works better because I know with each failure, I am one step closer to success. Knowing what doesn't work is all part of the process. It does help build my confidence. So now it's time for the secret ninja reveals. Each day, I'm growing more confident in my process because I review my data, I know the results that I'm getting, I make corrections where needed, and I understand that my data is my data. It doesn't matter what anybody else's data shows because that is irrelevant to me. I'm not competing with anyone else, I'm only competing with myself. Failure is when we grow the most. Success is all about determination. If I don't quit, I will succeed. So you need to have that determination, and that's it. You need to keep trying day in and day out and see failure as a great thing. See it as a learning experience, and it takes the pain away, and it takes a negative connotation away, and then you truly can grow. So thank you so much for taking time to watch this video. If you would like a copy of my Confidence on Demand Blueprint, just comment confidence below. Subscribe to my channel. You do not want to miss any of the future trainings. I'll see you tomorrow.